Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In the last video, I uploaded the ATC or Air Traffic Controller video. At the end of the video, I mentioned that I wanted to build a video game organizer. Well, here it is. And unlike the ATC project, this one was a lot easier to build. I swear that last project was a little rough. I don't think I'll do anything quite like that again. I mean, I learned a lot but it was just I felt like was a bit more frustrating. I had fun, but it was more frustrating than I had hoped. But here we go. This is the video game organizer. I used an API from RAWG, RAWG. I'm still learning a thing or two about it, but here it is. I wanted the UI to have this old NES feel. I don't know about you, but I feel like when I put in an NES cart, this is what you're gonna see. Of course, not on every game, but it gives me that vibe. And of course, I added some neural node encode and a few finishing touches here. Let's dive right into it. So with this, the video game organizer, and thanks to the ROG API, you can search hundreds and hundreds of thousands of video games and you can read about them. There's trailers for some, not all. There's thumbnails, and you can make lists, like right here, for example. I can create a new list and you can make as many as you want. This one I titled my top 10 favorite video games. I only have 3 items in there. As you can see, I can delete it, or I can delete all items. If I open this up, so I only have 3. Got Tubin for the NES, Addams Family for the SNES, and Dragon Quest. Back in the day, if I click on this, for example, there's Dragon Quest 1986, or Dragon Warrior, as we all knew it to be here. You've got an image, you have some information. It says, what does it say here? Dragon Quest is the first role-playing video game RPG in the Dragon Quest media franchise. It was developed by Chunsoft for the Family Computer, or Famicom for short, and published by Enix in Japan in 1986 as Dragon Quest and by Nintendo in 1989. So on and so on. So that's really cool. It shows platforms, genre, RPG, and then you'll have some screenshots here. This is clearly not from the Dragon Warrior here. It's the same game, but this was probably the Android port or whatever. But anyway, so let me close this out and let's search for a few games. Let's go with about B-17 Bomber. Let's see what we get. B-17 Bomber. Okay, so that's cool. So you can see some different options. FIFA 17, huh? Okay. Let's go with B-17 Flying Fortress. Let's go with this one here. Released in 1992. Again, you have some information, you have some screenshots here. That almost has a simulator look. Let's try another game here. Let's go with about Mousetrap. Failed to fetch results. Yeah, I had an issue with that on a few. Let's do GTA 5. There we go. Grand Theft Auto 5. I would type GTA 6, but it has been made very clear that that game is never coming out. So for example, we have a lot of videos we can watch. I'm not going to play too much for obvious reasons. Let's go ahead and pretty cool. I can add that to my list, and now I only have one list, but if I had 10, then I would have a drop down of 10 lists, and then I can choose which list I wanted it to go to. So I'm going to go with this one, add it to list. Let's close. Let's try something else. Let's do The Last Ninja. Let's see what pulls up. The Last Ninja. Here we go. 1987. Wow. And again, you just have some cool information. You can read about it, some thumbnails. Unfortunately, I cannot click on a thumbnail and make it bigger. I'm going to add it to my top 10. This is not really my top 10 favorite list, but just for the sake of this video, I'm not going to get too deep into it. I just wanted to show basic functionality. Let's head back over here. So now this playlist, my top 10 favorite video games, now has 5 items in it. We've got Toobin', Addams Family, Dragon Quest, Grand Theft Auto 5, and The Last Ninja. I don't know if I want to keep that shake effect. And as a matter of fact, before I had this scan line that would come down every 5 seconds. I know I could have changed it. And I had it skip the header up here, but then it would start from right here and go down. I don't know. Maybe I'll have it go down every 60 seconds or something. I'm not sure. Let's go here. Let's create a new list. We'll call this Games I Hate. Create list. Okay, so now we have games I hate. Now let's go here and let's do GTA 6. There we go. Let's add that to a list. Games I hate. And let's go ahead and close this out. Let's go to my lists. Now I have this list, and I have games I hate. I'm 100% kidding. I'm just frustrated, as I'm sure most of us are. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Let's go back to my lists. Now this I can delete. Okay, so that playlist is gone. So that is really it for this video. I just wanted to show basic functionality for the video game organizer. I'm going to do a few other, at least 2 other videos with this particular project that I built. Yes, I'm going to take my time and I'm going to build my top 100 favorite video games of all time. They cannot be games that I've seen somebody play or games that I've heard about. They have to be games that I've actually played. So that's going to be fun. Perhaps you'll want to stop by and check it out. And I also want to do an honest list of 20, 30, I'm not sure, games that I absolutely cannot stand, my most disliked video games of all time. So that's it. That's the video game organizer, and I will see you in the next video with hopefully my top 100 favorite video games of all time. Take care. Bye.